And oh, okay. Well, looks like I started the show by accident. So welcome to the Punkery show live from Los Santos. First time that we've done the show in Los Santos in quite a while, because Shat the Sugmo1 on the server right now, his server, his city, has had a lack of players during this time on Wednesdays for whatever reason. I don't know why, but right now, at least there's a cold 59 players on, so GG to that. I am Rashawn, my co-host Kesh, and we also got Big here as well. So speaking of that, tomorrow, an hour, like 23 hours from now, so an hour ago tomorrow, rain or shine, no, it doesn't matter if there's 27 people on the server. I don't give a snit. Give a snitz. A snitz. A snitz.
So we gonna do the interview on Los Angeles.
I don't know. I don't care what city it is. I don't care if there's 21 people on. We're gonna have Debo on the show. Debo. He is.
You can literally do interview anytime. You have day off. I have a day off. Debo should get a day off for this holiday that interview on CNR is.
Well, exactly. See, I had told him that it was going to be on Thursday, but had I remembered that tomorrow was Independence Day, then I would have told him a different date. Because who wants on their only day off until Labor Day to be here? I mean, seriously? So yeah, I guess we'll just get it out of the way, and we'll have Debo on. He'll be.
Will you put your Jamaica flag outside tomorrow?
No, because we don't have one.
Don't have one?
No, we don't have a Jamaican flag. Kesh told me it's illegal in Slovenia to have other countries' flags on your front yard, which
I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
Pretty daunting.
I know that it's illegal, like, to destroy the flag or something, because there was some woman who was angry at the country or something because, like, we have influx of immigrants, you know. So she was angry at Slovenian politics or whatever. So she took a flag and she was like banging it in the floor, you know, because it was like on a stick or something. And I'm pretty sure she got fined. So, like, for burning a flag or damaging it, you get fined. And I'm pretty sure that you're not allowed to like, have other flags. I don't know, maybe, like, on your private property you are, but not sure.
Yeah, that's just a bit demented, that's for sure. It just makes you wonder what kind of people get born in the world to get so mad with yourself in the end to, you know, burn your own flag, you know.
There's also, some people are petitioning that, like, we should change the flag, you know, because our flag looks a little bit like Russian flag and a little bit like Slovakia. So people want to make, like, some weird colors flags, like blue and green flag or something. I don't know. As long as it's not Rastafarian colors, I'm okay.
Anyway, well, you know, it does make you wonder, actually does make me wonder, why Slovenians get so, you know, speechlessly upset whenever people joke and call them Slovakia when their country
because
flags are so similar. I know it's not the same, but if you remove that whatever badge is on one of the two flags, the fucking flags look almost the same.
It's not on one of them flags. Both flags have crests and they're different.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the Googles going here.
It's okay. I understand you're dumb American.
Would you get mad if I called you Serbian?
To that I would get mad because Serbian is really different though. Slovakian is a little similar.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know. And first of all, I've seen the joke be made from not only Americans. All right, so it's I mean, you know, whenever somebody says that H&M, he gets speechlessly quiet and dumbfounded whenever somebody.
Agent
does
Pam
that.
is not even Slovenian. He's like full-blown Bosnian. He even told me that he has Bosnian-sized dick.
Oh, 2 inches.
Yeah, well, I have no idea what that means, and I don't think I want to know what that means. You know, the CNO radio, where we air dick sizes and metaphors. That's all I know.
Don't you flaunt your Jamaican-sized dick too? Yeah, it's
Well, you know,
it's better to say you have Jamaican dick than American, no? More sense.
well, you know, the thing is when you have stuff, you don't have to flaunt them, because everyone just knows, and it's just there. You know, if you know the people that brag about snits, they have other issues. Not to say that I don't have other issues, but you know, it's almost like when Student Ski Squad, a few years ago, he got trolled by H&M Rocky Diamonds. Well, back when he was Rocky Diamond, and what was his name? Some other guy in that Discord, saying that at least he has the good white skin, which, you know,
Well,
is
which actually
is not anything to brag about, since your country's 90% white. But you know,
it did remind me of. That's kind of true though, because I know that Kankman Nietzsche is always saying he has a big dick, and that's.
well, yeah, there are sources to say that that is incorrect. But you know, that as thing when you when you brag about snit. See, I only brag about being the best driver in CNR. Yeah, I mean that's pretty minor compared to
Yeah, and that's
fate,
far from the truth as well.
It is not far from the truth, all right. But that is a far cry from bragging about Edik. You know what I mean? So yeah, there you go. That's how it be. I don't know how he went from flags to deeps, but that's just what happens on the Punkery show in this era. Speaking of the end of an era, so last week I announced on the Sierra News and in the last episode of Rate My Chase that Rate My Chase is going to be finished. Dead in the water, finished. Sam is finished, dead is dead. And I need to be free, alright? If you know, Blister and Evangelist, you know, they got this other series. You know, Blister has made like 20 summaries, and Evangelist has made like, as far as I know, 18 daily encounters. Now, the difference between those is that, you know, Blister and Evangelist, they build up clips from a long time, and they showcase the best clips, the best of the best clips. Whereas if you put the number of episodes they've made of their things combined, I've made 4 times that amount. So, you know, it's just like with CNR in a nutshell. It's quantity over quality, and there's barely any quantity on the server anyway. But yes,
Barely any quality in your videos, you're trying to say.
Oh. Well, I mean that depends, you know. Sometimes they say consistency is the key, but there's also times when you deprive and choke people of content. They'll bolster when when you actually come out with something. But yeah. Anyway, there are 9 episodes left. After that, maybe I can join Crazy Bob in Antigua, because I'm done with this snits. All right, because if you knew how fucking long it took to make these snits, kill yourself. But yeah, last time was HD and Canna were the warrants. And I tell you, speaking of quality over quantity, I gotta turn that off. HD and Canna's Rate My Chase got more views than in 36 hours than each of the previous episodes. I'm trying to look right now.
Will they get their share of your YouTube monies?
Well, you know, if I was getting YouTube money, is probably not. But yeah, but HD and Canada, their Rate My Chase got more views than each in 36 hours than each of the previous 11 episodes. So GG to that. which really does show that the value is in the name and not the content. It's like when you see a woman and she may not be very attractive to you, but she may have the best personality of any woman you might meet, but you're not gonna know that because you aren't attracted to her physically, which is basically what...
Which is the main problem of Prashant.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew exactly what you were gonna say.
Swiping
Well, I don't know.
cancel on the ladies on the team.
I don't know what ladies are talking about.
I
but
don't give a shit about your personality. I should give a shit about your personality.
yeah, your personalities and the personality on your face. But yeah, you know, it's all in the name value. You know, Kana, who you know, he's the dude. You know, he's the Finnish dude with a lot of confidence. You know, which a lot of dudes don't. A lot of dudes from that country don't seem to follow. But yeah, when you got the name cachet, that means a lot. And especially how the next episode is the Mug Christie Edge Budget Chronicles, which is going to be the compilation of some of the worst chases in the history of the series. Yet I'm sure that people are going to watch because it's Mug Christie Edge. But once that snit comes out, I'm going to give it 2 days, 3 days. It'll be, by the way, it's going to get worse as the episode goes on. It's going to be the worst chases in the history of the series, you know. And when I put those together, I was like, wow, we have fucking 75-second chases. I tell you, this is going to be a walk in the park. Nope. When you put enough snit together, it piles up. You know what I mean? But you know, shout out to Mug Christie. In fact, Mug Christie, I finally bought him the game that he won from 3 months ago because he won the March Madness giveaway competition thing. He told me to give him Grand Theft Auto 5, excuse me. And of course, when you have a guy, I think he said he could run it.
He doesn't. He barely can.
He can barely, yeah. He asked me for a game. He can barely run.
CPU required.
Well, you know, shout out to Christie Edge. When you're a guy who says he's never bought a game before, then what else do you expect?
Well,
he said he was like Lucas in terms of PC builds.
To be fair, he's kind of a nice dude. He waited for Steam sales, so your cheapskate ass wouldn't lose the on him.
I mean, he's lucky there's Steam sales.
Okay, well, I mean that this part. Listen, hold on with this cheap bullshit. All right, first of all, who else on this server does a giveaway competition that involves someone buying someone a game? Like, that's pretty rare, right? I understand their donator statuses.
Kyle Smith?
I mean,
okay, no.
Kyle Smith, he gives away mouse pads. He doesn't give away games, and probably, I don't know, that those mouse pads are probably made in China. They probably cost $2 to make. So, you know, in that case, I am not a cheapskate. I'm a cheapskate, or inherently a cheapskate in other things, but not in that situation. In fact, Blair's won second place, but he doesn't do Steam, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna dodge giving him anything.
Speaking of sale, though, did you get something for yourself?
Well, I bought PUBG, but I assume I'm not gonna play that game for a long time. So I got PUBG just for the giggles, in case, you know, because I was thinking of getting the game about 3-4 months ago, but didn't. So PUBG is just added to the list. I know I'm not gonna like it, but you know, just have it.
Yeah. It's a shit game.
Yeah, it is a snake game. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get anything else for the Steam sale because I don't really want anything. don't really want anything. Like a few years ago, Steam sale looked pretty enticing. You know, you look at the low prices in snits, and I'm like, damn, you know, this is great. But to be quite honest with you, you know, because I remember waiting a couple months in 2018 to get a game that I knew I was going to get from the beginning. But simple thing is, to be quite honest with you, even if it's a $60 game, if you are eyeing a game that you are going to get regardless, and that you know you want to get, I don't think it's worth waiting, like for example September to December, to get that game. Because you know, if it's new and you watch a walkthrough of it anyway, then why the fuck would you wait 3 months for it? Which is what I did. So yeah, only
Also, Cash introduced you to key websites, so don't need Steam anymore.
yeah.
Like I just check on Steam what I want, and then I get it.
And then you can't get
shops.
refunds off those sites.
Don't need it because it worked.
What? I guess his point is, like, if you end up thinking the game sucks.
You gotta abuse that 2-hour refund.
2 hour? Is it 2 week?
Even though 2 hours is not enough to.
I thought it was 2 week.
Well, 2
What?
hours of playtime, 2 weeks of all
Oh,
of it.
okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I've only refunded
Like I
the
said,
game.
2 hours is not enough though to get the most out of a game.
The only game I would refund is NBA. Okay.
Well, that I don't need to go into the context of that because no one's hearing. But speaking of hearing, excuse me, Kesh, I heard that you sound like vaiVa. Do you know that?
Yes,
Yeah.
apparently I sound like
Blister
vaiVa.
does not know what women are. Okay.
How'd you hear
No,
that?
I don't know now if he's excited like about my voice or if he's excited by a 15-year-old girl, you know, that he thinks so.
No, he thought you guys were the same person.
Yeah, but apparently she's 15, and then someone said no, she has kids. So I don't know, 15 and.
Oh, I barely recorded her speaking, so I know.
Well, you know,
Just the European women.
See, if I would have gone to Discord and I would talk to Blister, he would never be that impressed with my voice. But because it was vaiVa and he thought it's me, man, life ain't fair.
You gotta admit you were pretty dumb when you were inside the other Discord waiting for us.
Yo,
Wait, which one?
I didn't know there's
The
two star
cruiser
Discord.
one, like the unofficial
wait,
one.
the retarded one?
Yep. She was in there in the server one, and she was like, "Where you guys all at?"
Well, yeah, I didn't know there's two. I thought, well, there's one Discord that's retarded enough. Why would
Well,
you need two?
you left this one. You left the main one.
Really? Must have been.
Apparently.
Must have been ages
That's why I
ago.
re-invited you.
Well,
This is
I remember
Kesh,
I
ladies and
left
gentlemen.
it. I remember I left everything CNR related, like a while ago. I only stayed on the
Yes.
Punkery show Discord.
This is Kesh, ladies and gentlemen.
What women
When I
are
need
like.
when I need CNR voice, Sean is the only person I can get it off to anyway. So
There's one voice
Okay.
in the entire in the entire but yeah, you know, yeah, I would have expected what Blister said out of an American. Then again, Finnish people speak a lot different than, you know, Eastern Europeans, so, you know, I guess that's how it be. Also, GG.
yeah, Russia. It's talking about your show ending, right?
Yeah.
Where does this lead us actually? Because I know that after the interviews are done, right? So guys, all of the guys that want to be interviewed or have remotely thought about being interviewed, do it now, because now is the time, because there's not gonna be after time, because if we don't get anyone after Debo, if we don't get Lipix, we don't get who else we have planned up. I don't know.
Jeffrey.
No one else. Jeffrey, money is rip anyway. After those interviews are gonna be rip, and so it's probably gonna be Punkery show. So if you want this to continue, you gotta have them. You gotta keep them coming.
Show up.
Yeah,
exactly.
you gotta keep them coming. Like, not like, oh, I'll do it in 2 weeks. Oh, maybe I'll do it next year. Oh, I will wait for my voice to drop. You know, because that might take years, might never actually happen. You know, his voice might not drop. So yeah, like if you want to do it, just like do it now, because like me and Roshan have been thinking, and Roshan is a really busy person. He's busy with Tinder and all the girls he's scoring, so he has no time for this bullshitting.
At least that's better than Valerius. Fuck.
So yeah, but like, where does this lead us, Roshan? Like everything that's entertainment related to CNR, you know, like YouTube videos, radio show, Punkery, everything is gonna be gone.
Oh, we just.
What do you think about this? Like,
We all
it's
go.
not good for community.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I would expect Rate My Chase to end in August, sometime in August. Then again, you know, I don't know. Maybe September, but yeah, and this show may end in like August or something. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is it'll give me selfishly, it'll give me more time to go to Snick, because you know, a lot of times I think to myself, hey, you know, maybe I can you know, play some game that I haven't played in a long time. Oh wait, I would rather just edit some video or something, you know, and it's kind of annoying.
It's your videos though. Punkery doesn't take that long. It's once a week for like an hour. So.
Punkery doesn't take that long. It doesn't. Yeah, especially with Guess That Fog out the window, it takes a lot less. Because back when Guess That Fog was around, it really pissed me the fuck off. But yeah,
had to prepare like for homework, man.
Exactly. But yeah, Rate My Chase is really the thing that really gets in my head. I tell you, because it takes quite a while. So you know, and I'm sure people are not gonna want the channel be flooded with senior newses and a Donkey Day every third week. You know what I mean?
It's still gonna continue doing CNR news, don't know?
Yeah, I'll still do those. But I do remember Night Blue like 6 months ago was like, "Oh, Rashawn, what the fuck? Why is channel flooded with all Donkey Days and news? Where's the content, man?" But you know, that's what it'll end up being. Maybe soon I can make you know, cop montages again or something. You know, because the first thing I did when season 3 ended was make cop montages. So yeah, you know, you never know.
Gotta get some like bidding skills first, man.
You gotta do some Hitman montage.
Oof.
That's gonna take years.
I actually have Hitman clips, but a lot of them are drive-by, and I do.
It's gonna be sniper and chainsaw.
Sniper and drive-by. Yep, the sniper and drive-by compilation.
Stationary kill.
Yes, stationary kills too. I do got some cop clips, and there is one I'm really salivating over. Problem is that the only time I play cop and record is when I'm in Discord, and you know.
There's hyenas around.
Well, other animals. That's you know, other animals, yeah, and you know.
I have like a lot of nice cop clips as well, but the problem is I play loud Russian music in the background. So when I'm gonna be editing, if I would be editing, either I completely mute it, you know, because I don't know. I don't think there's a way, maybe with the X story or something, to to separate the audio tracks, you know, of the game of YouTube video playing in the background and of me, having my fun.
Listen, Cash,
So-
stop being a casual. I'll teach you how to use Sony Vegas, alright? It's very simple.
Well,
all you
if
gotta
it's
do-
recorded,
What?
if it's recorded in one single audio track merged together, then you cannot like split it apart after, even with processing. I don't know.
I mean, what audio tracks would there be? Your music and what? The game noise? You don't have the game noise.
There's just one audio track of me playing the game and Russian swearing on top.
Well, then, just...
I cannot distill.
you said that you have your San Andreas muted. Anyway, so...
Well, I have it on low sound now because I figured out it's better.
Well, the
to
thing
do
is
things.
that people in montages usually don't have in-game sound anyway. So, I
That's
like
fine.
in-game sound. Like, when I do my montages, I like having in-game sound in it.
Yeah, me too.
But most people don't. So
you want a video do you want to play the game with the audio, with music, and then when you record it, you want to take the music out?
Yeah.
You would have to ask for Sean that.
No,
mean-
Sean has no fucking clue about anything.
I
wouldn't
I
ask
have
him.
clue, alright? I have a great clue. But the problem is, the only way you can do that is if you use OBS Studio.
Yeah,
I use
if you
but I don't
split
use-
the tracks, if you do like separate tracking on the YouTube and the game and everything else.
The problem is, your game audio and your music have to be from two different sources. So your game audio has to come from something else than your music. That's the only way you can.
Don't worry, I
remove
have 2 sound cards and on board and what else? Yeti and I
Nice,
don't know.
nice. But if you
I should have actually been a DJ.
Yeah, you should have been a DJ. Doogie's inaccessible. But
Well, the Yeti could be used as a speaker, so
yeah, actually, yeah, good or something like that. But if you scrap that idea, you can just decrease your audio track by 35 decibels because that's probably how fucking loud your music is. And it'll be fine. So there you go.
I don't know, I just play better with Russian swearing in the background.
I mean that's something I cannot.
Maybe it works in CSGO too, I'll try it.
I
Oh
mean,
wait, I hear it there anyway from the people. Сука, бля.
the big hyenas that play Counter-Strike a joke. Offensive. Let's see here. I want to. I had a fucking Word document here of what I was going to talk about here. I may take a break at any moment. But Kesh and Vega, have you heard? Because I'm on another Discord. It's a DSP centric Discord, I believe, and sometimes they post a lot of random snit. But I saw another instance of it, so I chose to make it a topic. Have you heard of women?
I have heard of women.
No, that's not
Really?
what I mean.
Seriously?
That's not what I mean. No, I meant, have you heard of? I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Have you heard of women selling things that should not be sold? Like there is.
Oh, I saw one girl. There's a girl on Twitch, right? She
Dude.
took a bath. She took a bath in water, right? She took a bath in bubble water, and she is selling bubble water now that she took shower in. Or
Are you talking about like sex toys being sold, used, or something?
no, but this was like huge on Twitter. People were actually like, "Is this really happening?" And she actually sold it. Like I don't know how many liters there were in her bath, but she sold it.
Yeah, it's like
Or
Belle.
selling panties.
Yeah, Alinity does that. But yeah, Belle Delphine. she sells bath water, and,
Oh,
she says it's not for drinking.
Why?
That's a disclaimer.
We into the same weird shit. I ended up there because of Twitter. You don't use Twitter only for the pictures at night. How do you end up
you
there?
fucking faggot. But I'm
Did you like use jars and put that?
Yes, small jars, yes.
Jars?
Some not staple jars, no.
Are they see-through jars so I can see her cells floating in the water?
You can see the water, yes, it is. It's a clear small jar, yes. But yeah, she sells it for $20, yeah. What?
Has she not showered like for 2 weeks so there's some sweat
God.
at least?
I don't know.
Otherwise it's not worth buying. I can make my own soap water.
I don't know. I'm subscribed to this dude who used to do a lot of DSP videos, and then he branched off into different stuff.
Did she can the water that she washed her junk with separately?
I guess I have no idea. I don't know, and I don't want to know. Okay.
Why, bro? This is a good investment. You know how much it's gonna be worth in 20 years?
Nothing.
When she's ugly, she'll be buying it back.
It's gonna be worth absolutely nothing, and I feel sorry for the poor saps who would buy that water.
What do people do with this water anyway? You know, there's like about 3 things that you can do. One, you put the jar on your table and you watch it. Second, you open the jar and drink it. Third, you open the jar, pour it in the bath, and you take a bath in the same bath this woman has taken bath in. What else can you do?
Well, I actually have an idea of the use for it, but it is. I don't want to say it because it is.
Tossing it out your window.
That's a great one.
I hope it's not. Let's save water for Africa. Sort of.
No, it's a very nasty way to use that water. So I'm not gonna say it on the airwaves.
Oh, like you cannot use it as a lube, my bro. Water is a bad lubricant. It's really bad lubricant.
Well, tell that to the crazy for Belle Delphine fans out there. But the second instance was some girl, excuse me, said she was gonna brush her hair, and the hair that fell from her head she was gonna jar and sell it if people were interested in that. Which, I mean, it does make you wonder about people, man, you know?
If it's clean, well...
I mean, there's just no...
Why not just cut off a ponytail and do that?
I have actually read a tweet not long ago, which I think it's perfectly sums up like 2019 and onwards. So it goes like that. This is the golden age for above average looking women without any real talents. If you can't make it in these days, you never will. Which is true. You all you have to do is just look a bit above average. You don't need any real talents. And if you can't make it just with that in 2019, you probably never will, because stupidity sells us.
Yes, stupidity and controversy sells. In an era where we got Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter, your face can be out there more than ever, so you can get the following that you could never get in the 1960s. So, you know, that's how it is, and if you gotta make that by selling your bathwater or your, you know, not shaven, but your, you know, combed hair, brushed hair, I mean, you do you, or your Snapchat premiums, then you do you. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it be. That is how it be. That's how it be. Anyway, we're gonna take a break here. Shout out to Blair, who's on the server right now. You just said yum yum, as usual.
I'm pretty sure he's one of the buyers of the water.
Yeah, Valerius, he's a Instagram frequent, for sure. He would definitely get a Belle Delphine lock of bathwater. But we'll see you in a few minutes, or more than a few minutes. We'll see you. We're gonna take a break. This is the Punkery Show. Alright, welcome back to the Punkery Show here with your host Rashawn, co-host Cash, and Bigger. What'd you say to me?
Did you at least advertise it?
Yes, I did. I did advertise it. I'm not selling my bathwater, Cash. Anyway, so 2 things to talk about. Probably 10 more minutes. So tomorrow is the birthday, the anniversary, the day of freedom for all America. And when I look at the server right now, there are barely any Americans on the server, which makes me wonder how I can relate to this audience, because I don't see how I can. But watch out on Twitter, because there may be some dummies out there that are gonna say that tomorrow is America's 2019th birthday, because some people are just built like that, you know? It reminds me of Jimmy Kimmel videos where they go on the streets and these people must be paid to be stupid, because they tell them to point out a continent or a huge country, and they point to a completely different place on the map, which really does make you wonder how do these people live to whatever age that they get to. It does make you wonder.
There was a question once if we should protect Homo sapiens before it goes extinct.
Definitely not. We need to be extinct, because of this planet would be a lot better.
People were like, no, like a lot of animals go extinct and we don't do anything about them. Oh yeah, we should definitely like protect them. They're quite nice animals. It was so.
Well, then those animals end up getting killed, and we eat them, and they become extinct. Which is why every year, lots of, I'm sure Parrish could tell you, every year there are many species that near extinction because of all that. Shout out to Robonix. I didn't notice Robonix is on the server. I hope Robonix is listening right now, because I've been trying to track this guy down for about 11 days to see if I can upgrade his Rate My Chase from a series to a Chronicles, but finding that guy is like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Trying to find a girl on a Tinder. If you're Rashawn.
Anyway, so last thing, a few days after Independence Day, last time that we talked about this on the radio show, we got into a shouting match, but
what?
We got into a shouting match, but the NVIDIA stuff coming out. NVIDIA stuff coming out, Ryzen stuff coming out, and I'm really interested to see how good them snits
New
are.
Ryzens are gonna destroy Intel 9900K, man.
Yes,
the only problem is they really rely on good RAM, like with a lot of, how do you call it, like, it's not the bandwidth, but like how much like RAM lets through, you know? So you need to have a fast and good RAM, so that's a downfall to all the AMDs, because like what you save on CPU you usually waste on RAM, but hopefully it'll be nice, man. Like it's apparently like gonna be like $190 or something, which compared to $400 something of 9900K, it's a fucking steal. So
yeah, I heard the single core is really going up. Then again, I mean, I saw some snit, and it's kind of misleading a little bit, possibly, because I looked at the autistic form that you look at, right? And when you showed me that thread of something else, I saw there was a different. Well, I saw some thread about people arguing about AMD and Intel, and some guy posted a screenshot of a stock 900K against a 3600 Ryzen 5 3600, and he was like, "Rip Intel," and I'm like, "Bro, it was the 900K stock." So, but still, I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I guess you know, it's close enough.
Those benchmarks that are out though for new Ryzens, no one knows if they're like stock or if they're like, you know, if they're like overclocked and stuff like that, because no one knows. Like apparently only like 4 benchmarks have been done. So
yeah, some Mexicans, they, I don't want to just call them Mexicans, but somebody from that leaked something or whatever. But yeah, you know, yeah, for like 45% of the cost, getting the lowest end new Ryzen SNIT, that's pretty close. You know, that's pretty darn good. So you know, I remember Alexi. Shout out to Alexi. He's a AMD hater. He made a point on the forum saying that, I don't remember what CPU he said, like a 2600K or something like that, put to 5.2 gigahertz is better than any current.
Probably 3570K, because that is beast. No, he was actually, no, he has 8700.
No, I know, but he was making a point with somebody else. He said that the 2600K is in single core. 5.2 gigahertz is better than any current Ryzen anything. But Alexi, bro, 99.9% of people are not gonna have the equipment to get a 2600K to 5.2 gigahertz, man. So I don't know. But still, either way, apparently.
Plus, doesn't he play CS and fucking RuneScape? And
yeah, he plays RuneScape. Yeah, so it does make you wonder.
No help.
It does
Well,
make
at
you
least it's
wonder.
not Fortnite.
I mean, yeah, at least it's not Fortgay. But yeah, you know, AMD's gotten out of the. Well, I mean.
By the way, PC gaming is gonna go extinct anyway. Like you have PUBG on mobile now. You can play tournament for $3 million or something with
In
PUBG on the phone.
mobile?
Yeah, like soon, like the prize money of PUBG on phone is gonna be more than Dota or like CS:GO. And
Jesus
kinda
Christ.
laughable.
Yeah, if I wanted to play a 240p, you know, watered down version of the actual game, yeah, I would definitely go on the fucking phone to fucking play it, that's for darn sure. When I would look in the Autism Discord and see a few people say, yo, you want to play PUBG Mobile? I'm like, seriously, bro?
yo, you wanna give me your phone so I can smash?
Yeah, it's like, honestly, dude, like, we're out here, half dozen people playing PUBG Mobile out here because, I don't know. I mean, people, you know, we have our availability, you feel me? So, yeah. But, also, yeah, yo, NVIDIA, you know, they're responding to the new AMD crap that's coming out, the graphics cards, they're price cutting. They're coming out with new SNIT, well, kind of new SNIT, and price cutting. So all those guys, I'm sure there are many, but all those guys that bought an RTX card, they got fucked. They got fucked in the ass. Because apparently the 2070 Super is going to be as good as a 2080 or a 1080 Ti, give or take 5%. So, damn, y'all got fucked. Whoever got those.
I'm sticking with my 1080 Ti because I have it like for a good year and a half or something. So, you know, by the time this card's gonna come out, yes, I will be fucked, but I had my fun already with it. So, GG, not worth waiting for something that will come out in 2 years if you need to play now, man. It's like you would be waiting to have a wank in 5 months after the flap is done.
I'm pretty sure it's only 1 month. That reminds me of when Cyber said that he is asexual.
Oh, but seriously, like nowadays, so many men are asexual, probably because the girls are going a bit weak, like a bit crazy. Cash.
I thought that was the reason why women are turning lesbian.
Maybe too, but like guys are like intimidated by girls, so they're just like, not keeping my pee poo in my pants. She might take it, bite it off. I don't know what she wants. No, like, seriously, guys are not interested in girls anymore.
Well, Earth in Peace, I would say that's more for the rest of us, but you know.
I wanted to say something I forgot before the show ends. GG.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna say
I wanted to ask you. You know that autism forum you talked about that I shared for you to look at some fancy. Did you register?
No.
Why?
Why would I register?
And I wanna troll.
I mean, I'm sure there are many, many interesting topics on that forum, but all I see
Oh,
is a bunch of mashing.
by the way, a little young lady, age 15, a black prodigy girl, has
Yes.
has qualified for Wimbledon, first of all, like youngest ever girl or something. And she has beaten the Venus Williams, I think. Yeah, Venus.
Yes.
Yeah. Not Serena, but Venus. Like, seriously, bro, she's 15.
Yes, Cori Gauff is her name. She's 15 years old, born in 2004. And she beats one of the most storied women in women's tennis. And, first of all, sometimes in games, like, you get a bit shaken when you get beaten by a 16-year-old. But to lose in a actual sport to someone who is still a teenager must be very daunting. Upsetting. I saw Venus Williams' press conference after, and she just looked dumbfounded. It's like...
Does it make you proud, though? I mean, it must make you proud. Come on, man. I mean, I know that, like, race doesn't play a huge factor and, like, everyone's equal and stuff, but seriously, she's a black 15-year-old girl, in tennis.
Well, I've gotten used to it. You got Venus Williams, you got Serena, you got Sloane Stephens, you got, this girl, Cori Gauff, or Coco Gauff, whatever her name is, Madison Keys is mixed race. There are quite a bit of black women's tennis players that are doing SNIT, you know what I mean? So, I do remember, back like 10 years ago maybe, when my parents were more into tennis, and they would watch Wimbledon and the other opens, and they would they would cheer for the Williams sisters because they were black. And
it was not that many, like, there was still, like, white, I wouldn't say supremacy, but, like, tennis was regarded as more like a white people's.
Yeah, it's more of a European sport, yeah, like, mainly Eastern Europeans will dominate. There's always got Naomi Osaka too, who's Japanese, but she's black too. So there are a lot of black tennis players, women's tennis players. As far as men's tennis, like, I mean, the only
like black girls in tennis are doing better than black dudes in tennis. Because I guess, like, if you're a dude and you're athletic, and you're black, then you probably get taken into football team or basketball team or anything before,
Exactly, yeah. There's a lot more variety, but with women, it's a bit different. But yeah, tennis, also, women's tennis is more of an Eastern European sport, kind of, I think.
Also, shout out to my boy Simple on CSGO, who just threw a game so Americans could. GG.
Yeah. So we watched that stroke game, and a professional C-stroke player from, was it Ukrainian? He just done goofed. Sometimes you want to make the play, like Black Hawk a lot of times would, use the Zeus all the time, and more than often it'll make us lose because he's fucking stupid. But in an actual program,
it's a trait of Eastern Europeans, Ukrainians, Russians. It's all the same.
They just do all the exotic snits, and if they actually pull it off, they get all the fame and followers, But simple as I don't know who made this song, but I guess simple's just a simple kind of man. He's just a simple kind of man. That's how he is. So
So yeah, for people that don't know, it's a CS:GO tournament. So it was 15 something. They were like on match point, and the situation was 1 versus 3. There was only one American dude left versus 3 Navi people, and Simple, instead of killing this last remaining guy in back, the guy wasn't even looking at him. Instead of shooting him, he tried to knife him. He failed, and then the guy killed 2 of his teammates as well. Won the round. The match went into overtime, and the Americans won. And then in the end, they won one more map, and it was 2-1 instead of 2-0 for Ukrainians.
Then, you talk about Americans being cocky. There's nothing more cocky than that.
Yeah, that's funny though, because like Americans are usually cocky, but nope.
I mean,
honestly, they deserve to lose after that. Like, that's disrespect, man. Like, complete disrespect and lack of professionalism.
Exactly. This is cash on the line we're talking about, alright? Instead of getting the extra $1,200 difference from 300 to 1,500, you could have gotten extra dollars, extra euros you could have made from actually shooting the person and killing him. Like, in the long run, you would have actually...
In the back.
Yes.
He didn't even see him, so...
In the back. Instead of the in-game economy you could have gotten with the advantage of knifing him, which you failed, you could have gotten possibly thousands or tens of thousands more euros or dollars from the difference
Usually guys do these dumb moves and like things they would have never done before or ever again, but just in situation because they try to impress someone. Like usually if they play with a girl, you know, I see that a lot, like in CSGO. Like guys play like fucking apes, you know, when they figure out you're a girl, like they will try to impress and they will go for risky plays and stuff. There's just guys around and there was no girl.
See, this is exactly why, alright? This is why whenever you have a bunch of male hyenas trying to impress a girl at the same time, I'm interested, alright? Whenever there is a flock of dudes trying to, you know, impress a girl, interested. That reminds me of Princess Ken back in the Princess Ken era. All these dudes out here trying to hit on her and snit, be around her. I was like, you know what? I ain't for this snit, because when you get into a competition, you don't want to be part of a competition with a bunch of sweaty dudes. Alright, you just want to sit back and watch the autism go through.
If we go back to the topic like of guys doing stupid moves in front of the girls, right? Just because they try to impress. Apparently, like, I don't know if this is legit or not. I don't know. It probably would need to be checked. But I heard it somewhere. Like I read some. You know how like girls are allowed in army these days, but
Yes.
back in the days they weren't allowed, and even then, like for a time, they were only allowed to be like off the battlefield. You know, like either they work like in radio, like centers or whatever, telecommunication centers or whatever. Apparently it's exactly for this reason, because if they are on battlefield, soldiers are more likely to do stupid shit, you know, and like it's apparently like subconscious thing, you know, and they like do stupid risky moves and like unreasonable decisions and stuff like that, and decision making is quite kind of important, you know, on the battlefield. So apparently that's why ladies weren't allowed in battlefield. Because you guys stupid.
There you go. That's a fun fact. I had no idea. I just thought it was because people thought that women were just inferior. So yeah. So there you go. That's a good one. That's a good thing to know. Well, there you go. That's gonna do it for the Punkery Show. Tomorrow I have Debo. Hopefully I'm gonna remind him tonight. So hopefully he'll be on. It's a holiday anyway. I wish that I didn't tell him to come on the holiday, but oh well. Too bad. Hopefully it's quick. Hopefully it's under an hour, which probably is impossible. But for
what do you have to do tomorrow anyway? You will have fucking barbecue outside? Probably not even that.
No.
Like you would not.
I just want to relax. Alright, I just want to relax. Yeah, relax and play games. Yes, that's what I want to do. Alright, I just want to have the security of the rest of the day not having any issue, you know.
You will have 23 other hours to play the game tomorrow.
I don't know about that. I have to sleep, you remember that? But I mean, you go to sleep like 5 a.m. So what do you tell? Sleep
is for poor.
You tell yourself that once in 10 years you get big bags under your eyes, alright? But I ain't getting no bags under my eyes. So for Kesh and Vega, we'll see you next time on the Punkery Show. Go Rise!